What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Omri. Zuriel. What's good? I'm back today, and we're gonna elaborate on some motherfucking Zodiac signs. You understand? And what I'm gonna do is, since I am a motherfucking Gemini, it's a little bit awkward, but I'm gonna start off with me first. So first thing, Gemini, we got the third motherfucking sign in the Zodiac. We are the twin. We are air and we're mutable. We're from Mercury. So we're communicators. And that's the first thing about a Gemini you should know is that we're very communicative and we are very articulate in that we never stop fucking thinking. We think so fucking much that if you even had to think about the shit that we thought about for just 30 minutes to an hour, you probably catch a fucking headache. This brain always ticking. Gears are always spinning. You heard me. Always trying to figure out some shit. We always trying to find ourselves. We always trying to gain knowledge. We're always trying to figure you out. We're always trying to see why, this, that, there, when, how, where it happened or why it's gonna happen. We love a challenge. We hate it if it's easy. If it's easy, I don't want it. We don't like to be helped if we can help it. You understand? We are emotional to a fault. We could be extroverted or introverted. Like even though they say Geminis love to be social in the life of the party, which could be true. Some Geminis are like that. Then you have some like me. I could be at the party and I'm not at the party. You understand? If that makes sense. We could have 1,000 people right here and I be in the damn most desolated spot, chilling to myself, thinking to myself, by myself. So like, even though I'm by myself and it seemed like, hold up, I thought Gemini like to be the life of the party. I thought I'm still communicating with myself. I don't have to be around everybody else because for one, I can hear everybody's thoughts any fucking way. That's another topic. But yeah, we are social. We give great advice. We love to learn. You know, any way we can, we want to help. We want to show off that we know that we took the time to learn what it is we know. We really don't want to give you false information unless we know for a fact that we can hurry up and back it up. And we are sure of what we're about to do. We'll give you the confirmation that we already know. Because we know we're going to go fucking find out. Or if we get a job and we ain't sure about it, we know even if we don't know about that job, we're going to learn that shit. And we're going to learn it quick as fuck. Because that's what we do. We're going to pay attention to everything. We're going to pick that shit up. Geminis are able to pick up on a little bit of every fucking thing. Like, we're good at some of everything. Sometimes we could be moody because there's a lot of energy going on with the Gemini. Like, there's a lot of fucking energy going on with constant thinking, which is constant frequencies always floating through the constant frequencies floating through the fluid. Like it's hard to explain, and as it floats through that, it becomes overwhelmed because nervous energy builds up and this body's not really able to handle all that like that. So sometimes we have to go to ourselves once we get overwhelmed, and it kind of seems like, oh, they acting funny. Nah, we're not acting funny. We just picked up so much energy. We done so much in such a short amount of time that we have to go to ourselves to recuperate. Because even while being by ourselves, we're still going to be in constant thought. You understand? We are very loyal. Don't get that shit confused. We are loyal. We are what you the fuck are. We are adaptable. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Geminis is like a chameleon. We is fucking adaptable to any situation, to any person, to any way they feel, to any way they think. We're able to how you move. We will do that shit, especially if we like someone. We will mirror a lot of shit just so we can understand you better. Not so we could be like you, so we can have a better understanding of why you're doing what you're doing. So if I act like you act for a minute, if I think like you think for a minute, if I do what you doing for a minute, then I could think that way and I could understand what's going on, if that makes sense. You feel me? It should make sense. We like to communicate and express ourselves through music, writing, speaking, learning, traveling, exercising, drawing, anything that really get to show a creative talent. I think a lot of Geminis are like ADHD. I think we have so much energy in us that we have to expand it some way. And when we expand it, we have to see it in a way that nobody else sees it. I don't know if we have to, or maybe we just do, because Geminis have a natural yin and yang. We naturally see both sides. This side, you understand? We see both things. Everything, we always got to see two sides to it. Everything got to have a picture to it. For a Gemini, it don't matter what the fuck it is. If you tell me something, I see it. If you give me a thought, if you say anything to me, I'm going to paint a picture of it. I don't know if it's what you actually saw, but I'm going to paint me a fucking picture. It might be funny. That's another thing. We come up with some of the stupidest shit. We see some of the dumbest shit. Like, and we're not ashamed about saying or acting out what the fuck we see. You know? We're not really shy people. We can be, but I think it goes against our nature. So even with us being shy, there's just times where it just come the fuck out. You can't help it. Like, shit, fuck it. I'm shy, but I'm not shy. It's just gonna fucking come out. And then next thing you know, my mood changed just like that. And now I'm back to myself. You know, it's like, damn. Motherfucker, like, who the fuck is this nigga? And I'm asking myself, who the fuck is this nigga? Like, nigga, why the fuck you acting like that? What's wrong with you, bro? Yo, you tripping. Talking to myself like, nigga, why the fuck you mad for? I don't know. Nigga, you really mad? Hell yeah, I'm mad. Next thing you know, put myself down. Now I'm smiling again. Now I'm laughing. Nigga, what the fuck you laughing about? Yeah, I was just thinking about some shit. Yo, that shit funny as fuck. That's how we work. That's how we work. It's just, and then they say that Geminis are two-faced, wishy-washy. Well, I've heard that for the most part for a lot. And I guess that's something I honed in on to not really do. Sometimes I guess everybody find themselves talking about people they're close to, but not on that level. I mean, I guess everybody have to speak on certain shit. I guess, and you're not quite sure how to speak on it with that person at the time, but there's levels to what you should say about someone that you're close to. There's things you should and should not say to other people. There's some things that you should or should not say at all without saying it to that person. And then there's some things that you shouldn't say at all. You know what I mean? And I guess before a Gemini fully understand what they should and shouldn't say, they're just so naturally communicative that they sometimes say things by mistakes that they don't really mean to hurt or intend to seem two-faced or intend to seem freckled. That's not really the case. Like, it can happen simply by just communicating, just being a natural communicator. Geminis don't really like to grow up the way everyone else likes to grow up. We like to grow up spiritually, mentally, and we understand that this body is just an experience. So it's like, why the fuck would you want to rush an experience that you know ain't really real? You know you get to enjoy this shit. So why the fuck you rushing it? If everybody else figure out what's really going on, they wouldn't be rushing it neither. Like, there's no fucking rush to be grown and get a job and pay bills. You understand what I'm saying? That shit, that's not real. And that's bullshit anyway, that you should have to get a job to live. Like, that's not how it was supposed to be. That's another topic. We'll talk about that. And I'm glad I'm mentioning these things because they give me something to enlighten y'all on. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, Geminis, we are not naturally mean at all. We're not naturally mean, regardless of how we look. We're not naturally mean. And we are, I would say, we can be judgmental, but our mind changed. We could be very opinionated, but we probably wouldn't tell you, even though our facial expressions seem to kill us every time. That's another thing with a Gemini. They cannot hide their facial expressions. That shit is just dead. You heard me? they feeling some type of way about it, before they catch themselves, their face has changed. Then they might can fix it. But they gonna initially tell you how they feel with their fucking face, yo. Like, yo, okay, I can go do it. Or, yeah, you, whatever. I don't know how to explain the shit. Right now, you would just have to do it. Somebody come in here and say some shit to me. Like I guess you just seen it right there. They come in here and say some shit to me right there. Face change immediately. Like, hold the fuck up. And I'll listen to you, but I don't know. I try not to be that way. We're not really mean, but you're not gonna push us up against no motherfucking corner neither. I'm not about to let you push me in no fucking corner, nigga. You got me fucked up. That shit did. I'm gonna stay away from you before I let you push me in a corner. Cause when you try to push me in that fucking corner, bruh, something about to happen. Some shit really about to happen. We are naturally flirts. Something gonna happen to nigga push me in the corner. You heard me? Let me stop. Gemini like to flirt. You know what I'm saying? We like to flirt. And listen, we like to flirt, so don't take a lot of shit personal. You'll know if we really want you or not. Like, you will know. Geminis, I don't know, I'm different. Some of them, I don't know what type of standards they set for themselves, but I know what type of standards I set for myself. And I do know that whatever standards any Gemini set for themselves, typically they probably gonna fall through with that shit. They gonna fall through with that shit. When they want some shit, they want some shit. Geminis can go fucking get it. We just have a problem with keeping it. We can get that shit easily. Like, yo, whatever the fuck we want. That's why it's a mindset thing. We can get hella money, touch hella money. You get any fucking thing. Any ride, any house, any car, any female, any fucking nigga, anything. I can meet anybody. I don't have to know you, that goddamn know you. I don't have to be from here to go there. You understand? It's a vibe that we fucking give off. Not all of them have it, but most of them have it. We, like I said, we the chameleon. The same thing that you see as making a motherfucker two-faced, it could be the same goddamn thing that keep you alive. It could be the same goddamn thing that help you get that fucking bag of weed when you in a city you ain't never been in. It's the same goddamn thing that can help you come up with get that money scheme. It's the same goddamn thing that can introduce you to this plug, that plug. Where, you know what I'm saying? It's the same motherfucking thing that you need on your team. It's a fucking thinker. You understand? Don't ever underestimate the power of a brain. Because most motherfuckers that we chilling with any goddamn way ain't even thinking. They don't even fucking think. These are other people's thoughts. They're not your thoughts. You fucking going around thinking you feel some type of way because somebody else on the same frequency felt that way. So now you feeling like that. Nigga, you don't even feel that fucking way, bro. But I'm able to tell you that, nigga, you don't feel like that. How do I know you don't feel like that? Because I'm able to really perceive what the fuck you thinking. I know you by the way you move. I know you by your thoughts. I know you by how you talk. That's not you. You don't feel like that, but you need somebody like me to go get that research, that information to bring it back to you so you can understand how you feel. So y'all can say what y'all want. Yeah, Donald Trump is a fucking asshole. Fuck Donald. But Donald got what the fuck he wanted. Donald did what he did, even though he was handed what he had. He could have made some fucked up decisions and lost it. Could have, but fuck Donald, because we ain't talking about Donald. They about to kick his ass up out of there any goddamn way. And goddamn, I'm not even about to get on all this presidential, all that shit bullshit any fucking way. So that's another topic. We about to have some topics fucking with me. I'm glad I'm starting this shit. But anyway, Geminis, we won't cheat if you won't cheat. We'll just leave before it gets too boring. We're going to do what you do to us. I'm not even going to go all spiritual on you. 50-50. What's good for you is good for me. What's good for me is good for you. Mi casa su casa. You heard me? Hey, que pasa? Mi casa es su casa. You know? Geminis had the power to get what they want when they realized that they had that power. Like I said, we make good teachers, good leaders, good spiritual leaders. We could drink leaders, we could do a lot of that shit on us. We could do whatever you need us to do it. You get you a Gemini, you can't go fucking wrong, Holmes. You feel me? Yeah? Girls like fucking Geminis, eh? They keep them laughing, Holmes. They keep them on their fucking heels, you hear me? It's it. Keep them fucking down rolling. That's what they like, them. You be fucking asshole all the time. You can have all that mucho de guerra. They don't mean nothing, you hear me, Holmes? They don't want that shit, though. Gemini got good dick, you hear me? At least I know about me, you know. I can't speak for all of them, you know what I'm saying? But I bet you that he fucking take time to know what he doing, eh? He take time to please you. You understand? Gemini gonna do that. He gonna do you first, then he come last. You understand? Because it's mental with him anyway. Sex don't really matter, eh? Sex doesn't matter to because he know already where it's at in his head, once he pictured it already, eh? He already done fucked you once. He done beat it up already. He just know that now it's time to show you what you need, eh? Because he know what he can do. You understand? That's what y'all have to understand about a motherfucking Gemini. We the full package. We like to travel. We like to experience life. You hungry, man? I can give you what the fuck you I could be a fucking Hollywood actress. I could be a fucking thug on the block. I could be a goddamn priest. Give me a tall hat. I could be a chef. You heard me? I could be what the fuck you need me to be. But I ain't gonna be no bitch nigga. I ain't gonna be no pussy ass nigga. I ain't gonna be no snitch nigga. You heard? Now, back to the gym. We outgoing, man. We just you never really get to know what you're getting. You like Jack in the Box, what the fuck? Then get you a fucking, you know. Alright, y'all.